from Andalusia, España. Just had my first workshop here at the Holistic Health Project. On the schedule it said basically a background in what yoga is. And I was just like, okay, like we're gonna learn some shit about, I don't know, the first yogis that ever walked the earth or something. But oh my god, this woman called Mia. She's a healer, she's a yogi herself, she's been practicing since she was 16 in India. I've never been so inspired in my life. This woman, she spoke to us for 2 hours about the body and the 7 chakras and how they align and what each one means and blockages we can have and how to deal with things. And I just wanted to absorb every single piece of information she said and stamp it permanently on my brain for fear of like forgetting. Like honestly, I honestly feel like my ears just listened to pure gold for the last 2 hours, and it just, everything made sense. I think it's gonna be a lot deeper than I bargained for. We're not just here to practice yoga in pretty leggings. Like there's some deep shit here. The girls, everyone is on their own journey. It's gonna be an interesting 6 days. We have quite chilly morning practices.
Hi.
Hi. 7:30 AM. Still not used to these early mornings. It's cold. Have 2 hours of meditation. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti. Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Today's meditation practice, Stephanie asked us to think of something that, like a blockage, an emotional pain, something that we wanted to work through or like rid our bodies of. We did a series of like 7-minute breathing exercises, bringing it to the surface. So I was breathing and going through the ritual, and then I felt it coming up to like here. And this feeling that I hate that I have sometimes, and I'd love to rid myself of, it came up, and it's so weird to feel that it was there even when nothing had sort of inflicted it or started it. When I was younger, I used to have like these, and I'm talking like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I used to get like panic attacks sort of when I was lying in bed at night. I would feel like it would start in my hands. I feel like my hands and my fingers were ballooning up, like swelling, like uncontrollably swelling, to the point where I felt like I was gonna burst, but before I would ever burst, I would just die. And that feeling started on the mat after the breathing exercise. My fingers started swelling, and then it was in my arms, and normally I would fight it. I'd wake myself up. I'd be like, no, I don't want to feel this way, no, 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 and I'd shake it off. And it was really scary. Today I let it come. I let my fingers expand and swell. My arms started to swell, my chest swelled up, my face was swelling up, the pressure, and it was painful. It was so painful, and I just let it come. I let it come, and I let it come, and it hurt so much, but I was like, this is the healing crisis, I think. This is it all coming to a head. It was like it was being exorcised from me. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I could recreate and feel so real that pain, and feel it almost like trying to leave my body, and it hurt so much. So incredible. Our morning yoga session. We took it really slow today, broke down the practice in order to understand it better, which was nice. And as usual, at 10:30, after 2 hours of meditation and yoga, we are all starving.
also ready to tuck into the plant-based, gluten-free, meat-free, dairy-free breakfast. I'm gonna have to order a coffee on the sly. So I get my own avocado at breakfast because I can't eat garlic and onions, so they prepare it for me. I get a whole bowl. Lucky me. We are in Happy Feet class and we are going to play with each other's feet. Hopefully heal each other a little. Natalie's first lucky girl.
Rising up, divine mother, to you I bow.
We're all having lunch now behind me, and I just had this like overwhelming like feeling of joy. It came from absolutely nowhere. I can't really explain it, but I just almost skipped, and it was really nice. So it's day 2 here, and I really feel like I'm starting to like get into the flow of things. Everyone's making friends, and everyone's opening up a little bit more, and yeah, like I'm down. Like the hard Londoner side of me is like slowly crumbling away, and I'm just really getting on board with what's going on here. Eating lunch in the sun, ladies?
Yeah, social, but
what are we eating today?
that's a good question. Some courgette,
Yeah.
Broccoli,
Burnt
a selection of avocado little situation,
Yeah.
hummus,
Yeah.
tabbouleh,
Nice.
Quinoa tabbouleh.
the healthiest lunch.
Yeah.
Ever.
And some
So
prime.
healthy, we're going to be hungry in 10 minutes probably. Early mornings are not getting any easier. We literally just roll out of bed, pull on our leggings and leave the room. Here we go, 2 hours of meditation and yoga. Woo. And silence.
Divine force everywhere, to you I bow. Creative force, primal force, to you I bow.
So I just did something rather difficult. Today's meditation wasn't like a normal meditation. Today we meditated with open eyes, stood looking at each other, and one by one we were called up to the middle of the room and asked, never told, to stand and look at each other and receive love and the mantra "you are whole" from everyone. I'm not gonna lie, like I was absolutely shitting it. The girls that went up before me, like there were tears, there were laughter, there were smiles. Most people at some point looked absolutely terrified. You know, I'm not an unconfident person. I don't mind being on stage, like I've acted, and I just remember thinking, how am I gonna get through this? How am I gonna go up there and like cope? And obviously that completely defeats the point of the exercise. You know, you're supposed to go up there, be open and naked and just like receive the love and sort of experience how that feels. And I was just there like, oh, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna like smile at everyone and act like it's okay, because you know that's what I do a lot of the time in life. You know, you go through life, you have conversations with people that you don't want to have, and you just kind of, you have that facade and that ego. And when it came down to my turn and I stood there and I was smiling at everyone, and then I was actually feeling all these, you know, these 10 beautiful faces staring back at me, their eyes just like glowing with love. In about 60 seconds I went on a fucking weird journey where I went from like, okay, I'm not involved in this, to fuck, this is real, I'm feeling this so much, to relaxing and just really enjoying the experience. We have ventured into town for a bit of change of scenery, and also we're going to shoot some pics as well because we've got some summer dresses that we want to capture.
It's going to be delightful.
Absolutely lovely. Hey guys, me and Natalie have just come back from shooting in town, and we're going to have some dinner now. And we've just been told that we're going to do our evening yoga session on a private beach at sunset. I'm so excited. my first class since Natalie's left me. But also really excited because I do a lot of yang yoga in London, which matches my busy pace of life. So this will be a good type of balance for me. Just thought I'd check in because it is, there's only one more day left of the Holistic Health Project, and I've just opened my emails on my laptop because I've been ignoring them since going on 5 days now, and the idea of going back to London and real life is scaring the shit out of me. I don't want anything to do with it. I think I've gotten so used to being in this little bubble of love and acceptance and understanding and yoga that now the idea of going home and just, you know, replying to people on email, going to events, networking, just like chatting shit, negotiating, playing hardball, deadlines, editing, basically real life, it just seems so repulsive. Whatever happens, I now feel like I have more consciousness around the more relaxed and enlightened and understanding Emily. Whereas before I found that she was like in a little bit of a box on a shelf inside me because I never really like massively had the need to bring her out all the time, you know. But like anything you're not used to or you've been hiding for a while, it's not easy. I do think everyone should go through a yoga retreat in their life though. And this is the year that I say yes to everything, so I'm glad I came. Gotta go to bed. So last day here at the Holistic Health Project, and we've just woken up to the devastating news that Manchester has been subjected to a horrific terrorist attack. It's just like such a reality check that you can like take yourself out of, you know, you can bring yourself into such a safe place that's filled with love and support, and yet still all that hatred is going on in the world. No, I don't really have any words for it, just feelings really. If anything, it's just a reminder that we need to keep filling the world with love and giving each other love, and I think that's the only thing that's going to conquer all this hatred. Do you know what? Everyone needs to go on a yoga retreat. Everyone needs it. Like, no matter what age, no matter if you've never done a freaking pose or back bend in your life, everyone needs this at some point in their life.